All right, Sam, this is going to be my last official question. It's a tough one. It's a bit of a curveball. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Crisis communication. Mm-hmm. All right. So now we've got a leader. Let's just take one of the classic examples we've seen in the last 5 or 6 years. And for some reason, it seems to keep popping up. Airlines. Okay. So let's say we're CEO of an airline company and something has not gone well, either on one of our planes in how we handled a particular issue with a customer, or maybe perhaps we had a technology issue and many flights got canceled, leaving people stranded. Mm-hmm. And so there seems to be this, if you jump in and speak too quickly, you that might cause issues. If you wait too long, you don't care. And there's not too many of these airline CEOs that we've necessarily lifted up as handling some of these situations masterfully. So what you're giving us is great tools that we can use in so many different life experiences and situations. If we're a senior leader, a CEO, a president, some kind of executive in charge of something, and something's gone badly, what are some tips you might have on either how and when, and maybe even where we can handle some of those situations in the most graceful way?
What an excellent question. And once again, if people have paper, but on the vertical line down the center, what I'm going to say is really the crux of the book. Words have ripple effects. And over on the left, if we're making an announcement and we're the CEO of an airline, unintentionally, we often use words on the left. It's like, well, I know this is inconveniencing you, but it's like, well, you should call earlier if you want reservations, right? Because we're short-staffed right now. It's, well, you have to understand we're doing the best we can. We can't do this because we're short on airplanes, is that we mothballed some of them during COVID and we're trying to bring them back online. Once again, there's nothing. And the problem, I'm sorry if you have a problem with this, but those words, but, should, you'll have to, can't, because, there's nothing, problem, all make it worse. And they're all are replacements that make it better. We use the word and instead of but, so we don't cancel out what's being said. I can understand this inconveniences you, and please trust. It's like should. You should call earlier if you want to get a reservation to a popular, destination. It's like we recommend that you call at least, so we're specific instead of telling people what they should do. You'll have to understand. No, people don't have to do anything. Please understand we're doing the best. Is that if we use words that help instead of hurt, once again, even if we're delivering bad news, people at least feel we care, we're doing the best we can. And a study was done recently that said the number one reason people come back to a company is if they perceive the employees are helpful. The words on the right help, the words on the left hurt. Yeah,
there's a concept in developmental psychology that we match levels. And the idea is if somebody kind of comes to you a certain way, we have a tendency to match that. So someone comes at you and starts defensive, well, we're going to get more aggressive, and they're going to it's like encouraging us to armor up. And everybody feels this. We probably feel this every day when we're driving in traffic. Someone cuts you off, and your first instinctive reaction isn't, oh, I'm sure they're having just a really rough day. Our first reaction is, oh yeah, like that's our, we have to pause and stop ourselves. So what I love about what you're saying is, go into that. If you go into it defensively, like a lot of CEOs think they need to be, they're putting on kind of their lawyerly hats, right? Then it's just going to invite more attacks, and it's not going to get you what you want. But if you can go in there with more of a spirit of humility or an invitation for people to come along with you, I'm not trying to put words into your mouth, but this is what I heard from what you said. And maybe even a little bit of vulnerability, it's going to yield better results and people feel like you care.